Hello, Felix from Nintendo Life here. And, oh my god, the Super Mario Bros. Movie trailer just released, and I'm not here alone to talk about the trailer. I have two very special guests. We have Get Mads, or Mads. Say hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
And we also have Thomas Game Docs.
Hi. I'm here. I'm excited to talk about this movie.
This was in, initially I was obviously a bit hesitant. I think most people were hesitant, especially after, seeing a specific McDonald's related image.
Yes.
But in context, I think, going away, I'm definitely a lot less concerned than I was expecting to be. But I don't know, how do you guys feel?
I was really concerned, what is this gonna look? But then it opened, that intro sequence was absolutely insane. If any of you have seen the reaction, I go completely mad.
You got Mads.
Yeah, got him.
What about you? What are your overall, thoughts about this, Thomas?
I'm probably, maybe not, I would say I'm in the middle in terms of the positivity scale.
It's good to have a bit of variety.
I wanted to like it a lot going in, but I would say I was quite pessimistic. But I enjoyed the trailer. I think there were things I liked about it and things I didn't. I mean, off the bat, the first thing obviously we learned about the movie was the voices, and they weren't terrible. I still would have preferred that they were the actual voices of the characters.
Just Bowser saying noises.
That would be wonderful.
I think Bowser's probably going to be the least weird to hear. It was also very weird hearing everyone speak full sentences. I know that's happened a few times in the games, but it was still a little strange. But I mean,
I think in general, the sort of vibe I got of this, which I'm really excited about, is it reminded me a lot of Paper Mario, especially that opening sequence. I don't know really how else to describe it, but this feels, especially after we've had very little Mario and Luigi games, since the company bankrupt, and Paper Mario games have sort of gotten more and more sort of simplistic in terms of reusing, using the paper aesthetic. This feels like a true sort of Mario RPG, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or that's sort of a vibe I got, because it's the first thing that stood out to me was that the enemies had a variety of different gear, and they felt like characters.
Exactly.
Even the penguins, and it's so exciting to see that, because Miyamoto is always, a lot of people have said oh, Miyamoto's making everything. Well, they always push for blame on him, but I don't think it's necessarily him. But Nintendo in general is always trying to push the character designs and stuff. So for them to go a bit more creative with it, I think they had to, first of all. But the fact that they did do that and not every single character looks the same is really, really exciting. Not just for the movie, but I think in general. It's definitely we don't see any variety in sort of different sizes of penguins. There's no really buff ones or really tiny ones. They're all sort of the same size, and I think same goes for the Koopa Troopers. But the fact that they have different variety in gears and expressions, they feel living, which is really, really cool.
I enjoyed how melodramatic it was right off the bat.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, it's like Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I feel after years of new Super Mario Bros. Kind of style visuals, which I enjoy, but seeing flames, and I especially liked the shot of Bowser walking towards the camera through a wall of flames, kind of as a silhouette.
Bowser's so cool in this trailer.
So menacing. Yeah. And even so, I think even though at first the voice cast was shocking, I absolutely love Jack Black. He's one of my I loved School of Rock growing up. And
Same. Yeah, I'm all aboard. I'm all about the Jack Black train.
Yeah, he's such a fun, silly actor, and I think he really, really gave it his all in his performance. And even seeing the it's really, I think it really makes Chris Pratt's performance look worse when compared to that. I think, honestly, I think in general he did a fine job. I think it's okay. After listening to it a second time, a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's just Chris Pratt again." But honestly, he adds a little bit of the Italian sort of twang at the end of his words. He goes, "Here we come," at the end. I don't know, he kind of tries to do an impression.
I felt like he should have said, "Here we go," or "Here we go." That was a bit anticlimactic, and it just ends.
Yeah, he was like, Mushroom Kingdom.
Here we go.
Yeah, he does feel kind of like bored doing it, and even listening to like his sort of talking about the movie to begin with, he sort of seemed very awkward during that versus Jack
That
Black,
was
who
so
seemed super
awkward.
confident.
I cut it out of my
Yeah.
reaction, but oh my god, that was such a, like, the camera quality was so bad, and he just doesn't seem to wanting to be there.
I definitely
Yeah.
did not realize though how long they'd been working on this movie, because I remember them announcing this around the same time as them announcing the theme park. At least in my memory, I do. I remember being like maybe like high school. I think I was doing my GCSEs, and then I heard about the Mario movie coming out, and I was like, whoa. But I think like that little part with like Chris Meledandri, whatever, I don't know how to say his last name, but the Illumination Man, the Minion Man,
Yeah.
he seemed like very happy to talk. I don't know, like he seemed
Yeah.
very, as someone
Very
who's like
enthusiastic.
always showcased as someone who's quite corporate and does bad stuff for the animation industry, and like that's sort of how he's at least showcased. At least I've seen a lot of, you know,
Yeah.
about Illumination in general. They don't have the best track record in terms of like putting all the money in advertising and stuff. But honestly, I think that is definitely overblown a little bit, and I think especially seeing this trailer, and you can definitely tell that there's love put into this.
Yes.
And that's really, really cool. Like, this is definitely their biggest project ever, I think.
Definitely the most expensive.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, now talking about the love putting into this trailer, I thought we should just, go through the trailer and just give our thought. We've given our overall thoughts, but just like go through it, and because there was some really cool moments. It started off with Bowser attacking the penguins, and we have like these lava coming down from above, this giant Bowser head approaching. I did not see this coming. It was wow. What a way to start.
It's a cool showcase of showing like Bowser's sort of flying castle instead of just showing an airship. They could have easily just done an airship. Like, that's sort of what I was expecting. If someone told me the synopsis for like this scene, for the opening scene for the trailer, I would just assume, oh, it's just a bunch of airships. But they did this really cool design of like a castle being like thrusted up like a jetpack. With lava. I think that's what's going on. I don't know how else it's floating. That's my assumption, at least. And yeah, it's super cool.
Also just the cinematography. There's some like amazing shots. Like I've done short films. Like it's not good, but like I can. It's just when you go into like the details and stuff. It's so amazing.
Do you guys know if this design of the, because I haven't played every single Mario game. Is this design of a castle specifically showing, like, is it based on anything in particular? Do you guys know?
Not that I know of, but I also haven't played
we
them
can
all.
see here the volcanoes look a bit like, Super Mario Bros. Wii, where you like go up in the last
that's
world.
really what I'm getting the vibe of. And I guess same question goes for the Ice Kingdom. Have we ever seen that?
Why is it so
design
small
anyway?
compared to Bowser's like giant? Look at how huge
Well,
that
the
ship
penguins,
is.
that's actually probably quite huge for the penguins, seeing how small they are. That's like a giant city. Like, Bowser is a large man.
What
so
is that?
I think he needs the space.
He's just a continent like, hey, what's up?
One thing specifically about the Ice Kingdom, though, like, even if it isn't an entirely original design, it feels like it fits so much in the Mario art style, though. I was trying to find the word for this. I think it's Mogul architecture, which is
Oh,
the sort of
wow.
like round sort of like buildings and stuff, like seen in.
I just call them
in a lot of-
hills from Super Mario, and that does the job.
Well, I don't know, but architecture for the kingdom feels like very, very natural within the Mario universe. Like, I think it doesn't feel out of place, even if it's entirely original.
Talking of which, the penguins, they original, right? I don't think they're from. Well, I was talking with my brother about this because we watched the trailer together.
Are they from Super Mario 64?
Yeah, that's what I assumed, right?
I mean,
Maybe they're certainly they're very tweaked design-wise. If they are, I was wondering if maybe they were based on the penguin suit from New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's kind of
yeah, I could totally see that.
Well, I think it's definitely this penguin, which I put in the
Oh
chat.
no,
I'm
you're
gonna put
right.
that in
It's
the
definitely
video.
that penguin.
Yeah. This is the only. Sorry, I had this image on hand. I don't know why that's the only one I have.
he was ready for this moment.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, what we're used to, as I said earlier, with the penguins, if it's based on obviously the Mario 64 penguin, And when we've seen that, we have like the mother penguins and the children penguins. These all look like the small children version. Like these look like half the size of Mario.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the Mario penguins. I think they're a very underrated character. I want to play them in Mario Kart, so I'm very excited to see this. I love that frame. What is that frame? Oh my god, that's incredible.
I didn't recognize them because I'm not used to seeing the penguins not looking like a rectangular chunk from Mario
Yeah.
64. They have smooth edges.
Yeah, it would have been fun to see. It seems if there is a lot of love getting put into this, if someone on the art team manages to sneak in one of the like penguins from Mario Galaxy into this group of penguins, that would be so cool. The surfers and stuff.
The thing is, I was not really worried about, this movie is going to look good, because Illumination does make fantastic looking movies. It's just that the story, like most of the times, falls flat. Despicable Me is great. The first one is absolutely great, and it just shows that with the right writing team and, right direction, they can make something truly spectacular. And even though I had high hopes for how it looked, this blew, like, the whole thing out of the water.
Yeah, this feels absolutely like the compositing, the lighting, it feels absolutely incredible.
But, Thomas, Bowser arrives in his continent. What happens next?
Kamek appears and speaks, and it was a little bit strange to hear any voice coming out of. I feel like for me, Kamek is in the same category as like the Goombas, where like if a Goomba came and spoke, it would be a little bit.
Hey, I'm a Goomba.
Yeah, it would take me by surprise. But I mean, it was cool. I was worried, I guess. I mean, I think other people talked about this as well online, but the character designs in general skewed very close to like how they look in the games, which was something that I was pleased to see. I guess it would have been weird to see like an Illumination style skinny-legged Tool looking Mario, Magic Koopa, any character.
Yeah.
I was slightly taken aback, but when I rewatched it, I think all of the voices in general sounded pretty good. I mean, even Chris Pratt, even the first time I watched it, I mean, I wasn't impressed. It was just pretty much Chris Pratt. But it wasn't as jarring as, when it was announced that it was going to be Chris Pratt.
For sure.
I was like, this is going to be very strange.
I think when they announced it, a picture of Mario would go a long way, because just seeing that picture in the direct, he's so cool. Oh man.
I definitely feel like in general the having the voice actors been known for over a year now, since we got that silly direct where it showed the voice cast, we've definitely gotten a chance to prepare ourselves, even if we memed about being like, oh, I'm still not prepared. But I think definitely seeing it in motion and bringing it back to Kamek, I think it's cool that Kamek's weird because we have Magic Koopas and then we have Kamek and they have the exact same design. Here they've obviously decided to say no, it's not Magic Koopas, there's just one Kamek, which I think is cool because like it seems that at least in this world, Kamek is just a regular Koopa Trooper. It seems like because you can see the hump on its back, and it's that's for Shell, which I think is really really cool, and seems like an old sort of villain sort of style. I think Kamek's design is so cool, and a lot of concepts for the movie, it seems like Kamek is always taking a big role in it. I think a lot of people were like saying, oh, there could be a twist where Kamek's the evil one, or there's a lot of I've seen that idea
Kamek
jumped
could
around
totally
a lot.
just like Bowser, like, maybe I'm not the bad one, then Kamek just sweeps him under the rug or something.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was getting the vibe of when I was expecting to see the film. It's like I thought Bowser would still be sort of a little bit stupid, but he is menacing in here. And even if we jump to showcasing Bowser's design, I've seen this on a few people comment about this. Bowser's face, you can see Jack Black in him. You can see, they have his same mannerisms.
It's the eyebrows, dude.
Yeah, the eyebrows and the big cheeks. Like, I think it really sells the look. Like, it couldn't have been a more perfect fit, I think.
And it still looks, like, totally acceptable as Bowser. Such a good design.
Yeah,
I did not realize that it
fantastic.
actually looked like Jack Black, but now I can't unsee it.
Yeah, especially if you play it in motion or see any of it in motion, you can definitely sort of feel a little bit of sort of Jack Black's mannerisms and like jaw movement. I wonder if they did any mocap for it. I'm assuming not. I think that would be kind of crazy if they have Jack Black in a big Bowser suit with like a huge jaw attached to
I would
him.
love to see that.
Yeah, I like the idea of him doing like a behind the scenes like video on this, and it just shows
Mario-
like
Chris
shows
Pratt
Jack
just
Black
being-
turning up into the office in like a giant like inflatable Bowser
Like Jack
suit.
Black is so enthusiastic, and then there's Chris Pratt in this mocap suit.
Yeah, and Chris Pratt turns up in his pajamas.
just wants to go home.
yeah.
And here's also like you can see the Koopa Troopers like with the
Mm-hmm.
cool design, and one has an eye patch, one is like peeking under because he's so scared. That's actually
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, definitely gives the vibes of like Bowser's Inside Story type sort of stuff.
I played Partners in Time. That's like the only Mario and Luigi game I played, and I can
Oh well,
definitely-
that's one of the best ones.
It's so
I mean,
good.
that's like the whatever the term is. A lot of people don't like that one, but I really like it.
I really
The Black
like it
Sheep.
too. Then the penguins open the doors, and we see King Penguin. It's just a penguin with a crown, essentially, and a fancy coat.
I can't really think of anything else to say except for I really like their gothic fits. I think their little belts kind of cool.
Gave me
Yeah.
real Happy Feet vibes, the penguins,
Oh.
which I'm not complaining about.
Yeah, I wonder if there's gonna be a dance sequence which they cut out from this scene.
Yeah, I think the movie should have been a musical. That would have
Yeah.
made it even better.
I mean, I definitely agree with Thomas that the designs were a bit altered, because at first I was like, oh, what is this enemy? And then, of course, it hit me. It was from Mario 64.
I really so what I'm expecting now from seeing the scene for penguins, like, because this was really unexpected to have a penguins here. I assume we're gonna have sort of a bit of a montage of like Bowser going through different kingdoms and taking them over. I'm sure there's gonna be like maybe this is like the big epic one during the beginning, but maybe we see one of like other Mario enemies, and it's sort of like a build up to taking over like the Mushroom Kingdom. That's at least the sort of vibe I'm getting. And probably like my prediction for like how the flow of the movie will go is the A plot will be like Mario being like, whoa, what is this place? And like sort of like meets Peach, like sort of exploring the Mushroom Kingdom for the first time. And as that's going on, we have scenes like this where maybe like, yeah, Bowser takes on the penguins. Do you think there'll be any other enemies or like other characters from the Mario universe? Like could they go... I was going to say Wigglers, but that would be kind of weird.
I could definitely see Wigglers.
Maybe the
or-
bees from Mario Galaxy. Maybe there's like a honey hive scene. That would be super
yeah.
cool. And we have like Queen Bee getting captured or something.
The Broodals, anyone?
The Broodals.
Oh, well, they
Anyone
with
on board
Bowser.
for them?
Maybe we'll see them because in the poster, there's badges for Toasterina and Fossil Falls. So there's definitely context of Odyssey in the movie, which is very, very cool. This really feels like everything, honestly.
I'm just so pleased to see other biomes than, you know, the Mushroom Kingdom, because I was really afraid, oh, it's going to take place only in the Mushroom Kingdom. They're not going to really explore that much else. But this just... I really hope we see a montage of Bowser just invading lots of other stuff.
Bowser is like the
No pun
British
intended.
Empire going around the world and committing terrible crimes.
Yeah, but some will
against
never
various
set on the Bowser
countries.
on the Bowser's kingdom. That's his plan.
And then we see the penguins attack, and they fail miserably.
So sad.
Yeah, they ask, what is it they ask him? Do you yield? That was really...
Very
It's like the
intense.
movie trailer guy.
Yeah. In a world, I was expecting him to go, in a world where Mario and Bowser. Yeah, he's the penguin is the narrator of the whole movie. What if they announce later on, they're like, oh yeah, penguin voiced by Charles Martinet. And then it just has that in the credits, and we never see any other Charles Martinet cameos. He just has this like one completely unrelated to his voice casting of a penguin, and that's it.
Oh.
That would be sick.
I really want to know who Charles Martinet's voicing.
I hope it's just Wario and Waluigi.
Oh, I've heard some people say that he's doing the like some of the Mario, like if Mario gets like hit with like there's like a few yahoos or gets like hit like when his butt gets lit on fire when he hits lava, like some sort of things like that.
That would make me sadder though. That would make me like, that's like, here's what he could have sounded like.
Yeah, that would be weird. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about that.
I feel like a whole movie with the original voice would be also a bit like... I don't know if people would end up taking it seriously in a sense.
Oh, but
Princess
at the same time,
Peach.
it's the Mario movie, so it's like
Yeah, true.
it's like
You know what you're
shouldn't take
going
it-
for.
Yeah, you know what you're going in for, but then you see this trailer and you're like, oh wait, this is actually kind of serious. This is
Yeah.
kind of cool.
I would have loved to hear Charles Martinet do a serious Mario, but still doing Mario.
Yeah,
It's
that would be
me,
cool.
Mario, and it's time for you to die. You know, like really
Yeah.
leaning into the dark side of his character. I think Chris Pratt isn't so bad. I was fully off board before seeing this trailer, and now I feel like I'm I'm just about on board. I'm hanging on
Yeah.
by one hand, but
it wasn't as
you know.
Brooklyn-esque as I thought it would be.
What happens after? So we've covered the ice scene, and then it's like Bowser he sees like a power star.
So Bowser, what I really like is we actually see Bowser just obliterating these penguins with Kamek. They throw them in the air. He fire breathes everything. That was
Honestly, this is a terrible matchup. Like, the penguins have no chance. Like, a giant flaming castle comes towards your frozen kingdom. Like, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna
like,
do?
you might as well just run away. Like, you're kind of screwed at that point. But the courageousness.
Yeah.
they're a
is,
proud people.
Yeah, they're proud people.
What do they do with the penguins? Do they just capture them? Do they just they
Well,
just
if
leave
we
after
see this,
the power
it seems
star?
like the kingdoms hold power stars. At least that's the idea. I think so. Maybe Bowser is trying to go to each. Oh, maybe this is it. Maybe like we have the 8 world motif of Mario.
Yeah, of
where each world
course.
has a power star. And so Bowser's trying to collect them all, like the Infinity Gauntlet with Thanos.
different colored stars.
Yeah, this is just him trying. This is just Avengers Infinity War, but Mario. That's
I
what,
am
maybe that's the
inevitable.
vibe. And maybe Bowser has like a really good reason for collecting them all, which makes the viewer go, "Huh, actually, maybe Bowser's right." Maybe that's the whole movie.
Bowser's a sympathetic villain.
And it ends with half of the Mushroom Kingdom just like fading
Yeah.
away, and it says Bowser will return at the end credits.
Yeah, that would be sort of cool if it's sort of like we get through Bowser's B plot or whatever side of the story we see. He is going to each of the worlds, but in reverse.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
I think the whole movie should be from Bowser's point of view, and I think Bowser should win.
Yeah. And then
it's
it
a
ends.
bad
And then it
ending
only
for
ends,
Mario.
and he's like making soup in a random cottage, just like Marvel movie.
So then we go to Mario,
We go
Oh,
to
yeah.
Mario. Woohoo!
the guy, the dude we've been waiting for. He forgot about the Mushroom Kingdom, and he forgot how he sounds.
Yeah, he was like, whoa.
Hey Mario, why do you sound like Chris Pratt?
Yeah. I mean, I am very excited though to see what the other side of the world looks like, where like there's a bunch of human Marios, where there's a bunch of like
I don't want to see that.
New Donk City. Oh man.
Yeah, like a New Donk. Yeah, it'll be weird if it's a New Donk City and it's just super realistic CGI characters. And
It's
Mario's
actually,
like
no.
super stubby.
It's actual just actors going around in the city.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny.
It's Miyamoto.
So Mario's design, he's not wearing his regular like turtleneck thing. Instead, he's wearing like a collared shirt, which is kind of interesting.
Oh.
I'm still not used to it. It's a very small detail.
Also, the leak
Um,
was real. I was actually not sure when I first saw the McDonald's thing. I thought, oh, someone made it up. Like after the Grinch leak, do you remember like in the Super
It's
Smash
funny they're
Bros?
both Illumination related.
Yeah, like after that, I
yeah.
don't trust any leaks. So, but it was real, and it looks much better in person. I thought it was I think it was the perspective on the original photo that was taken
Yeah.
that made him just look a bit uncanny. But
I mean, he still looks a bit weird here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
he
gonna be
does.
honest. I think in motion he looks really good. Like when his neutral expression, I think is kind of bad. But I think like for instance when he gets shocked by Toad, you see some crazy cool looking frames, and it's really really cool to see, like the sort of like there you see his eyes dilate. Pupils dilate, and it's really really cool. I'll send a few like screenshots.
yeah, look
of
at
them
this.
in the chat. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really really cool.
Oh wow! I
Um,
did not see that first one you sent. That's cool.
The animation throughout, of Mario and of all of the other characters, it really reminds me of how the characters looked in Luigi's Mansion 3, where they were very fluidly animated, which is
A lot
Yeah.
of squash and stretch.
yes.
That's a horrible screenshot on Toad. Ew! I do not like that. Oh my god, you can see his like
so. Oh my
indented.
god!
Oh,
he
I'm
looks
gonna
like
make
an
that my profile
old bald
picture.
man.
That is so cursed.
Actually,
Oh
the
my
voice
goodness.
for Toad does a really good job.
Yeah, Keegan-Michael Key sounds really really good. I don't think like it doesn't even. It just sounds like I wonder if he'll voice all the Toads. Maybe not.
I mean, this looks like the Captain Toad-esque. You know, he has the backpack. His hat is missing for some reason, but
Oh, his little torch. Maybe that's gonna be like. Maybe again that's part of a plot. Maybe it's
the origin
this
story
guy.
of
Yeah, the
Captain
origins of
Toad.
Captain Toad. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a Captain Toad or something.
This is just like military grunt Toad. He hasn't ranked up in
Yeah,
to captain
right.
yet.
Yeah, Toad's very, very expressive. It
Yeah.
is strange seeing that he has teeth. Yeah, I think stills for this either look really, really good or just uncanny, and it's sort of like
Awful.
But in
Yeah.
motion, it looks really.
yeah, in motion,
yeah.
it's sort of those feelings become mutual, where it's like, oh no, this is very well animated.
It's
just sort of-
really well animated, and then
Yeah.
we get a proper shot of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Whoa, this
Mushroom
looks
Kingdom is
very,
really-
very cool when you look at like the more expanded area of it.
It's such a unique take on the Mushroom Kingdom.
This is a very strange comparison, but since actually it's not that strange. I think the way the mushrooms are elevated really gives me similar vibes to the Sonic movies, because like usually in Mario they're very, very like straight and like all look very, very similar and not organic whatsoever.
Yeah.
In this world, the mushrooms look super organic and like they fit in the world.
Yeah, they've
Um,
mixed like almost two art styles. The grass also and the hills look really like very grassy, and it's almost hyper realistic.
Yeah, I really, really like the sort of style they went with.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Yeah, he sounds so bored.
That was
He
such
is-
a bad delivery of the
Yeah,
line.
he's really not pulling his weight.
Just that line, nah.
But at the same time, like, I guess that is in Mario's character to be very.
yeah,
like-
maybe they've asked him.
Maybe he intentionally like became like a blank canvas because
Yeah.
that's how Mario is.
You want
but-
to be able to like see yourself in Mario.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't. I don't think that's for a movie. I don't think that's the way.
Now that works for games.
Yeah. Obviously, I guess it's just time will tell. But I really want to see some personality from Mario.
I hope so.
Um,
But actually,
and-
I'm not sure now that I like hear the way he's talking.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll get used to it.
Chris Pratt actually practiced method acting. He lived his life as Mario during the recording of this movie.
But
Yeah.
the fun thing was that like when he did the Lego movie, that was a similar thing. Like it was mostly like it was the most basic character he could voice. It's like almost a blank. He's like he plays Emmett, the casual, normal dude who like does the same thing every day.
Yeah, you know what? It is quite a good fit when you put it that way. Like it does make sense why they chose him, and I think like I think we'll grow on it, and people will just come to accept it and like it as it is. Now, do we think like in terms of the way the world's structured, do we think that like Mario is from like New Donk City, like that's the world he's from,
I
and
think
then he gets
so.
teleported to this, or is he in the real world and gets teleported to the Mushroom Kingdom? Like
So they announced the voice cast, and there was this character like I don't even what was he
Foreman
called?
Spike?
Yeah.
He's from Wrecking Crew. You know, same as like for Arcade Donkey
yeah,
Kong.
okay. I could see him being like from a city like the first Donkey
Yeah.
Kong game, and then he comes to the Mushroom Kingdom, like almost like an origin story from Mario.
Yeah, I want to see him plumbing.
Yeah, I also, I really, do you guys think, I know this is, we don't get any sense of this in the trailer, but do you think we'll get like baby Mario and Yoshi in this movie?
I mean, there is a Yoshi egg in the poster, so
Yeah, and this feels like an origin story. So I'm hoping that with that we do get a bit of like Yoshi's Island lore. Like that would
it
just be really, really
starts-
cool.
It starts off like a prologue with,
Yeah.
with Baby Mario.
With the music
But-
box and playing in the background. I'm also conscious though that the movie will probably only be like an hour and a half to 2 hours, so it can't have too many characters.
Yeah, that is true. It's gonna be a lot.
There's a lot of stuff in the world of Mario. I'm curious how they're gonna like
Yeah. Well, they're definitely doing a sequel. 100%. I'm
The
not.
Mario
yeah.
movie 2,
the Luigi movie.
definitely.
Yeah, for Luigi brothers.
But actually, we actually see Luigi here at the end running away.
Yes.
That I was really happy we saw some Luigi.
This is very, very cool. This is a very small nitpick, which only I think me and people who look at Mario renders way too much will get upset at. But
Yeah.
for some reason, especially again like with so much vibe of like the Mario RPGs, I was really hoping, and maybe this is still the case, we'll see Luigi's striped socks, and also like I don't know, like
Wait,
his design.
striped socks?
Yeah, in like the Mario and Luigi series, he's like a bit more lanky and he has like these red and white striped socks, which is like a really
Why
fun
have
part
I
of his
never heard
design.
of that? Thank you so much.
You've never seen that? Yo,
No.
Wait. Let me get a render. Sorry, this is a very like niche, I guess, thing, but you can see that.
People turn into the Mario movie chat and we talk.
Yeah,
about
where's Luigi's socks? But I generally feel upset that Luigi doesn't have his socks.
I never noticed
Um,
that. That's cool.
I also think a fun design, which would have been cool, is if he had like at least like the way I like drawing, like Mario and Luigi in my art style, I like giving them like small turtlenecks, and I think it would have been cool if like Mario had like, you know, the collared shirt and Luigi had a turtleneck. But that's such a random, small, like tiny complaint. But like honestly, Luigi looks so good.
Matt's is gonna go in there and just rate the film 1 out of 10 because
Yeah, 1 out of 10. Luigi doesn't have a turtleneck.
You finish the movie, go to like the desk at Cineworld. I'd like my money back. He wasn't wearing striped socks and he didn't have a turtleneck.
Yeah, exactly. But no, Luigi looks great, and I can just feel Charlie Day coming out of his voice.
Yeah.
And whoa, like this, like we talked about the vibe of like New Super Mario Brothers, but this is a shot straight out of World 8 from like the original New Super Mario Brothers. You know what I mean? Like even
Yeah.
like, well, I'm not sure if you like the last time you guys played that, but like World 8-1
Yeah.
is like this sort of Halloween themed sort of level, and that gives such strong vibes of that, which is
Definitely.
so cool.
I think that last shot is my favorite one from the whole trailer. I really, really like it. I think it looks so cool.
Why is Luigi there? What are your like takes on the story?
Oh, well, I think Mario goes down to the Mushroom Kingdom for some reason. Maybe he like chose because he's prideful and, you know, like doing the right thing, wants to help, and Luigi's like obviously unsure about it, and maybe fumbles the bag and ends up in a different location and is trying to find Mario. That's my assumption.
I think what happens is like they are living in somewhere, and then Bowser comes, and then they get like pushed into 2 different pipes, and so Luigi is like here at that, you know, lava-esque world, and Mario got into the mushroom, and they have to like find each other and defeat Bowser or something.
I've seen one suggestion where it was Mario and Luigi, you know, obviously working a job for Form and Spike, and then they get in a tantrum with Donkey Kong, like the original arcade game, and then that's what gets them fired, and then they get a new job. And they're like searching for jobs and stuff, and they get a job in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Hey, Donkey Kong, your laugh is very bad.
Yeah.
Can I say one last thing before you sum up?
Yeah.
I hate the logo. I think the logo looks awful.
Oh, I agree. The logo looks terrible. I am
It's
not
so
happy with
bad.
the logo.
I have to look at
It's
the
not.
logo.
It's not okay. Well, I'm getting a bit extreme and passionate there. It's not awful, but it's. I love the 3D World logo where they make the O pink, and they took that out for this logo, and I'm really upset with that.
There's
I
2
know.
green in the word
Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah.
3 letters are green.
Unacceptable.
I think it's weird that normally this is really like clearly no one cares about this except me, but normally Super Mario is like the big emphasized
You're
one.
right. That's the
Super is in the same font that Mario is. It's like the chunky
Yeah.
color font. Why is Bros emphasized? Awful. I mean,
Well,
I'm not
it-
going to watch the movie because of that.
It depends on the movie. Maybe it's about the Mario Bros, you know, teaming up and winning. I would give it a bit of slack. Just, you know, you could read it like you can like not even include the Super. It's just the Mario Bros movie. But I get that.
Yeah.
Why is it not just the Super Mario movie or something?
Also, a movie with the word movie in its name makes me that already sets me off on the wrong foot.
This is gonna be
I'm
like
going in.
it's gonna be like the Simpsons movie or the Lego movie or the
Well,
what's
Lego movie's good. Some of
the
it's like-
Playmobil movie.
Oh no.
Do you know what's funny is Emmett is Mario, and apparently again, this is like a funny meme I saw. Apparently, the main voice actor, like Anya Taylor-Joy, who plays Peach, is like the main voice actor in the Playmobil movie.
Oh,
so they
yeah,
just got like
that's right.
yeah, they got the Playmobil voice actress and and Emmett to like team up together, which I think is
They
kinda
have to make a
funny.
reference, don't they?
Yeah. But another thing which is kind of funny is the Super and movie kind of looks like the old Super Mario Bros, like the old bad Mario Brothers movie logo.
Yeah,
I
it
guess
does.
yeah, like the steel, like the
Yeah.
silvery steel kind of reminds me of that. Sort of a funny nod, but yeah.
You know what I
But-
can't wait for? The Super
What?
Mario Bros. Movie, the game.
Oh,
But anyway, that was the Super Mario Bros. Movie official teaser trailer. Yeah, overall impressions, I'm really, like, overly surprised on how good this looks. I love the designs, I love, you know, the whole aesthetic of it all, and I can't wait to go to see it in theaters, where before I was like, I'm gonna go see it, but is it gonna be good? I think this is gonna be really good, and I can't wait to see, you know, the story and more trailers, I'm here for it.
All I'm saying is give Luigi a turtleneck and I'll be happy. Apart from that, movie's looking pretty good and I'm quite excited. I am upset about no socks though. No strap socks. Well, I mean, so far we haven't seen the strap socks. Maybe there is. Here's hoping. Knock on wood.
Sock reveal trailer.
Yeah,
coming
I want a
soon.
sock reveal.
Reveal the socks. Hashtag make it trending Twitter.
Yeah, hashtag sock reveal. That sounds disgusting. Do not make that trend.
My thoughts. I came into this discussion, I feel like the cold-hearted cynic. I saw the trailer, I thought it was okay. There were things I liked about it and things I didn't. I feel like you two have thawed my icy heart, and you've converted me.
You've been you are the penguin and we are Bowser and Kamek.
My star has been stolen from me. My kingdom has been burned.
Your kingdom has melted.
Yes.
Actually, maybe that's
Sitting
not
in
a
a
good
pile of
analogy.
water.
I actually thought it was good that we had someone that wasn't like totally blown away by the trailer. I felt like I was like really hyped. Matt was like kind of in the middle, and Thomas was like, yeah. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me for the chat. It was an absolute honor, and yeah, I was just really glad that you can join me.
Thank
Oh,
you
of
very
course.
much for having me.
Thank
It's
you.
been fun.
This has been very fun.
Yeah, because Alex and Sion is on vacation, and then all this drops, and you know, very bad timing, Nintendo. So thank you for coming in, and you know,
No worries. Pleasure to be here.
Yes, this was a very illuminating chat, I could say.
That's one way to say it.
stay safe, watch the Mario movie trailer, analyze it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Felix from Nintendo Life, out.
Bye.
Ciao.